Hello and welcome. You've tuned into Fine Print here on WION World is One. This is Krishna Kumar. Let's begin with India, which has sent a note verbal to Pakistan, protesting against 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks mastermind Hafiz Saeed's so-called Kashmir Solidarity Rally. Saeed was seen roaming freely on the streets of Lahore on the 5th of February. He took part in an anti-India rally where he was showered with rose petals. Saeed, who is also the co-founder of Lashkar-e-Taiba and the chief of Jamaat-ud-Dawa, praised Kashmiri separatist leaders while spewing venom against India and India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. JUD or Jamaat-ud-Dawa is a UN-designated terrorist organization with a $10 million bounty by US on its founder, Hafiz Saeed. India sent a note verbal to Pakistan on the 6th of February, a day after the rally. The question is, will Imran act against the 26/11 attack mastermind? WION World is One has access exclusive details of the note verbal sent by India to Pakistan. India has registered its strongest protest at the continued use of Pakistani soil by extremists and terrorist elements to freely propagate and promote violence and terror against India. India has once again called upon Imran Khan's government to fulfill its international obligations and abide by its bilateral commitment to not allow any territory under its control to be used for terrorism against India in any manner. In the month of January, India sent a number of note verbals to Pakistan on the issue of Indian diplomats being harassed and the killing of Indian fishermen and the stopping of Indian cargo flights to Afghanistan. Last year at the United Nations, India slammed Pakistan for its support to terror, questioning how a United Nations designated terrorist, Hafiz Saeed, enjoyed a free run in Pakistan and spewed venom while putting up candidates for electoral office as well. Despite Islamabad saying that it wants peace with India, Pakistani ministers have been sharing the dais with Hafiz Saeed.
And this is the first note verbal sent by New Delhi to Pakistan this month. Last month, we saw a number of note verbals being sent from New Delhi, especially on the killing of fishermen of the Gujarat coast, and then, of course, stopping of Indian cargoes to Afghanistan, and, of course, diplomats being harassed in Islamabad. But terrorism remains an issue India is sensitive about, and that is why India immediately raised up the matter with Pakistan. On the next day itself, the note verbal was sent to Pakistan. With video journalist Ankit Siddhant Sibbal for WION World is One in New Delhi.
Straight to the political storm over the Rafale deal that refuses to die down. India's principal opposition party, the Congress party, has now mounted an attack on the Prime Minister over the deal. And the Congress party's president, Rahul Gandhi, has again accused PM Modi of robbing the Indian Air Force of more than $4 billion.
He has stolen 30,000 crores from you.
Gandhi cited a newspaper report that alleged that the Prime Minister's office held parallel negotiations with France, which the Defence Ministry had objected to.
Has been given 30,000 crores of your money. It is written clearly here that the Prime Minister of India is a thief. He has stolen 30,000 crores from you. The Defence Ministry is objecting to his interference. Mr. Anil Ambani is his man, and Mr. Anil Ambani has been given 30,000 crores of your money. Now the Prime Minister is coming up with one excuse after the एक के बाद एक बहाना निकाल रहे हैं. कल बहुत बड़ा भाषण दिया. क्या कहा? क्या चोर चौकीदार से पूछ रहा है? Be clear. He has stolen from you. Black and white. And here there's the most interesting line. Defense Secretary of India. It is desirable that such discussions be avoided by the PMO. It is desirable that such discussions be avoided by the PMO as it damages our negotiating position seriously. Now, realize one thing. When an officer puts this on a piece of paper, he's putting it there for a reason. He is clearly saying here that the Prime Minister has bypassed us and the Prime Minister is directly carrying out a negotiation.
But the then Defence Secretary has come out in defence of the government. G. Mohan Kumar, who was the Defence Secretary at the time, said that the Defence Ministry note had nothing to do with pricing, Rather, it was about sovereign guarantees and general terms and conditions. Gandhi's remarks come in the backdrop of a 2015 Defence Ministry letter to the Prime Minister's office on the Rafale deal. According to that letter, the Defence Ministry objected to the Prime Minister's office holding parallel negotiations with France. Also, it said that such parallel discussions weakened India's negotiating position. But as it turns out, Rahul Gandhi did not get his facts right. He did not realize that the newspaper report that he used to corner the government would in turn embarrass him and his party. And the BJP was more than happy to point that out. In the Parliament, India's Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman countered Rahul Gandhi and asked why the Defence Ministry note was selectively leaked and published. Sitharaman's comments come after it turned out that the note which Rahul Gandhi was referring to was not the complete picture. Manohar Parrikar's reply to the dissent note confirms that the Defence Ministry was in the know of consultations by the Prime Minister's office with France. Parrikar's remarks read, and I quote, "Defence Secretary may resolve the matter in consultation with Principal Secretary to Prime Minister," unquote.
If they are really concerned about this matter and they've raised the issue based on a newspaper report, I'd like to point out a few things in this. If the newspaper itself has chosen to say or point out in detail the then Defence Secretary's comment, which was meant for the attention of the Raksha Mantri then, and the Raksha Mantri's reply was also given in written. If the newspaper wanted to bring the truth out, I would have thought it was incumbent on that newspaper to put that reply of the Raksha Mantri then also on record. And the opposition leaders who want a reply should now know what that reply of that then Raksha Mantri Shri Parrikar was. Then Raksha Mantri Shri Parrikar had very clearly said, in response to that, while noting of the Defence Secretary to remain calm, there's nothing to worry, things are going all right. To that extent was the detailed reply given by the then Raksha Mantri Shri Parrikar ji. In all fairness, it should have been the duty of the newspaper which has published this to also put it on record. That for the comment of the Defence Secretary then, the reply given was this.
Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman also questioned whether the Sonia Gandhi-led National Advisory Council was called out for interfering with the Prime Minister's office under Manmohan Singh.
I would like to remind you, Madam Speaker, that during my reply on 4th January, I had very clearly pointed out this particular allegation also about the suspected interference by the PMO, and gave a reply even on the 4th January about it, that when periodically PMO inquires about the progress of any work, that cannot be construed as interference. And I would like to remind you, Madam, through you, I would like to remind the entire House, what was the interference by the National Advisory Council, NAC, led by Srimati Sonia Gandhi? Did she interfere? Was that interference? If that is interference, then talk about it. NAC was running the PMO. Was that an interference? Will that be reported? And above all, the ethics of the paper and the ethics of the opposition. I want to question, did the Hindu, the newspaper, also put on the top, Chaukidar Chore? You've added that. How right is that? How ethical is that? And therefore, Madam, every question on Rafale is over and done with, answered. They're flogging a dead horse. They're flogging a dead horse. The newspaper and the opposition party.
And with that, it's curtains here on this edition of WION Fineprint. Thank you so much for watching. This is Krishna Kumar signing off.